Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel behind energy. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Gang. Lemonade here, please. Oh god.
Ain't nobody but
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel behind the silver line. All right, I got that out the way. So, to be honest, if it wasn't for you guys, I will not be making this video. I will probably skip over this video and maybe 5 years from now, it could be like a story time. But of lately, I've been getting a lot of questions, assumptions. All right, let's get into this video. Where is baby boo? Where is baby boo? It doesn't matter what I post. I could post something about, oh, I'm giving out free money. And somebody will say, where's baby boo? I could post about how stressful my day is or how good my day is going. I could post about Jesus is coming. He called me personally yesterday and he said he's gonna be here by 2 p.m. Where's baby boo? Okay, if that's good and all, but where's baby boo? At first, when I first started getting those questions, some of them I answered and some of them I ignored. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to make this video, but I wanted to make this video so that I can address a whole set of people at one time so that nobody else can ask me that question again after this video. Especially because a lot of our viewers, friends and family on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube have come to love us very much. And I have no problem with putting myself out there. Once you put yourself out there, social media, you have to be open to the questions that come after that. So I'm okay with it. Anybody that knows me on any platform knows that I am a very open book, and honesty is like key for me. I hate to lie. Another thing I hate to do is I hate to ignore people. Like anybody who's ever hit me up on any platform, I've answered your question at least within the hour, 30 minutes. As soon as I get it, I'm answering. It doesn't matter what you guys ask me, I answer. So it kind of ate at me a little bit that I couldn't answer that question. And I thought it was rude that I wasn't even answering the question. And even sometimes I snapped at a couple of people when they asked the question, because it was just like, oh God, I've gotten that question at least 100 times at this point. I was just hoping that I could make this video under different terms, but that isn't the case. So here it goes. December 2017, so last year, December, baby and I had a very big misunderstanding. We just had this really big thing that happened. This was pretty much right after my birthday. So December 13th for my birthday, we went to the Bahamas and everything was all good. And I want to say like a week after, it just started to crumble. There isn't actually like one thing that happened, to be honest. There are just, different things that took place in our situation. And then I think that by December into January of this year, it just got to that point. It got to that point where something has to change, something has to give, something had to happen. For anybody that knows, that's probably one of the main reasons why I was really excited about being in Nigeria in December, because I needed to get away. I needed to get away from it, and all of that happened and it made sense. By the time I got back, whatever issues we had before, it was like it just multiplied. By January of this year, we talked about how we can resolve whatever. I'm not going to go into details about those type of things. I would only feel comfortable going into detail about what might have happened if baby boo and I can be in a room together and she feels comfortable sharing. But basically, by January, it just got to a place where it just wasn't working. It didn't matter how much we talked, what we talked about, everything was just so tense. The solution at that point was that we took a break. I opted for a break. Me personally, I think breaks are really important. I think that breaks can allow you to reset everything and get everything back on track. Baby, on the other hand, doesn't think that that is so. I believe she equates breakups with breaks with breakups. And I know a lot of people don't think that there's a difference between the two, but there's a difference between the two. There was kind of an ultimatum on the table. For me, I didn't care at that point if it was a break or a breakup. I just wanted peace. I was tired of arguing. I was tired of fighting. I was tired of just the same old conversation with no resolve. And at that point, I was just like, if you don't believe in breaks or breakups, whatever it was, I don't care. Let's just do what we have to do so that hopefully we both can get peace. So that was early January. February was kind of hard for the both of us because usually when I take breaks or a breakup, whatever anybody wants to call it, you can usually separate from that person. But it was really difficult because if you guys didn't know, Baby and I have been living together at least for the last 2.5 years of our relationship. This May would have made it 4 years of us being together. So pretty much half of our relationship we've been living with each other. Somebody would have to move out if we were going to get a thorough break or break up from each other. And that couldn't happen because we had so much stuff together that it just made things really, really difficult to do. And I thought maybe since I'm not always in town all the time, that would help with our situation, but it didn't make a difference. So the break/breakup wasn't really doable. We had a lot of clashings. We had to set rules, set boundaries. And sometimes we broke the boundaries because we missed each other. And sometimes the boundaries were never going to be broken. So it is what it is. But it was just really up and down. I want to say maybe by March into April, we were finally able to set rules, and I thought that we were hopefully working things out. And to be honest, there were times that I liked that she was still here because it still gave me hope that things were going to be all right and we were going to make things work. But then there were times when we clashed so hard that I was like, by ending of April into May, I just finally got to a place where I was just truly exhausted. I was tired. I felt hopeless. It felt like nothing was gonna work. I mean, we had talked about going to see like a therapist. I just wanted us to be able to work out our differences without a therapist, because are we saying that if a therapist isn't involved that we will never work anything out? So I just got to a place where it was just heavy for me. There's only so much a person can take. We never portrayed ourselves to be the perfect relationship. When we went viral summer of 2017, I was shocked that happened because I wasn't doing that for any attention. I was doing that because I was proud of myself, because I feel like, oh, I made it another year in a relationship. Sometimes I feel like maybe who I am isn't meant to be in a relationship. So when I put that out there, that was just for me to say, I am happy, I am in love, and I made it. I celebrate, we Africans, we celebrate everything. We will cook out for any reason. We will make stew, jollof rice for any reason. So that was part of what that was. It wasn't so that the world needs to see who we are. Of course, who posts a video knowing that it's going to go viral? So Baby Boo and I, as of right now, are no longer together. We are in a break/breakup. We still live together. We still split everything down the middle, 50-50. But as of now, at least for the past maybe month and a half, maybe 2 months, we have not spoken. We live in the same house and we don't speak. It's probably mostly me who was tired of speaking, because I just felt like, what is the point of speaking? I'm tired of the roller coaster. If we're not going to be adults about the situation and try to make things work and be cordial and work things out just for whatever the case may be, then what is the point? What is the point of me opening my mouth and having, because we've been talking since January. So we have January, February, March, April, May, June, before you know it, July, and nothing ever got resolved with talking. If it isn't bringing me peace, I don't want it. I don't want it. Life is too short. So that's where we're at right now. So when people ask, where's baby boo? She's well. She's doing well. She's alive. I didn't dig up dirt in the back and put her body in there. I think for me, I just want to be happy, and I want to just refocus my energy on the things that make me happy. I'm a happy person. I love to laugh. I love to smile. I love to have a good time. And anytime I thought about maybe trying to make something work, if it just felt too heavy, I just step back. And that's where I am. Jeremy is somebody that I really, really believe that we were going to be together for a very long time. But I just don't know anymore. I really, really, really don't know. I felt like I had to make this video because I think it's super rude when somebody asks a person a question and they don't answer. And when I was getting a lot of questions on Instagram about the same thing, I just felt really like dishonest and rude, and I just didn't know how to explain the situation. Ever since January, once we broke up, Jeremy refused to come on camera. We never really discussed why that was. I believe one time she said, we need to know where we are before we get back on camera. So that could have been her reason. But I don't want to deceive anybody and make people feel like our relationship is like ice cream and lollipops and all that gumdrops and sprinkles. I want to be able to show people that relationships are not easy and that we can work all our issues out, even on camera. And that was probably one of our issues, was that Jeremy was only okay with filming or presenting us to the world when we were at our best. But when we're at our worst, she didn't want us to ever be showcased in that light. But the truth of the matter is, no relationship is perfect. People fight, people disagree, people argue, people have misunderstandings. But the beautiful thing about a relationship is that it makes you find a solution to the problem and show people that it's possible that things can work. That's my point of view. I was ready to showcase anything. I'm open. I don't know when. I don't know if. I don't know how. All I know is that we're both in a space where I believe we want to be happy. I still want to make it work because we've been together so long and we've shared so many good times, and I don't believe there are things that we can't make work. That's somebody that we've had an attraction to each other for a very long time. It took us so long to get here, so much work to get here, so much work. It took us so long to get to a place where we could even call each other girlfriends and be in a relationship and just finally be. We had been through a lot to get here. And the fact that so many people loved her for me and loved me for her, it just made it so nice. Because sometimes you meet somebody or you're dating somebody and your family doesn't love them, your friends hate them, and and it just makes the relationship so hard. But that wasn't the case. My family loved her. Her family loved me. And it just felt so good. It felt, out of all the relationships, it felt, I mean, we had our hiccups in the beginning, but when we started to really come together, it felt good. It felt like it was meant to be. It felt like this is where we were supposed to be in each other's lives. So I've prayed about it. I'm just hoping for the best at this point.